Hey everybody, welcome to the Super Geeked Up Geekin Rocket Eve.
Yeah.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Oh my god, look at that.
That's awesome.
All right. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Hopefully that audio came through for you guys okay? Yeah. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, welcome to the show, folks. This is Super Geeked Up, but this is our special. We usually do Wednesday nights. And last night, I decided last minute, hey, I don't think we've ever done a live New Year's Eve show, so why not do one of those? And we got our luck at the last minute. Very happy that we have two cool guests who have been on the show before. In your upper right, from Knights of the Roll Table, it's Matt Messerman.
Hello, good to be back.
Yes, just in from Norway. He just flew back.
Boy, his arms tired.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually true because we wiped out on the dog sled.
Yep.
And at the bottom of your screen, it is Styx, aka Charles Cherchio. Hello. Welcome.
Hey guys, how are we doing tonight? Thanks for having me on.
All right, thanks for being on. All right, now let's see if I can do something else cool and get this countdown clock to also go back on the screen like I had it. Boom. All right, there it worked.
There we go.
There, folks. There you go. There's your countdown to midnight. We're at Eastern time. I know not all of you watching us are on Eastern time, but I am, so that's kind of how we'll do it here. And you know how they do it in like Times Square. But you know what? You don't have to fight all the crowds in Times Square. You just watch us. But that is the countdown. We'll do like a 10 to 0 count as it gets there closer. And we'll have another cool video for you. By the way, thank you to Chaz Galuski, who he did the opening and the later video you'll see for us very last minute. So we appreciate it, Chaz, very much. He also did our 300th episode cool video. By the way, Francis, who's usually co-hosting, again, I literally last night just said, hey, why don't we do a New Year's Eve show? And he already had plans. So that's why Francis isn't here, but he'll be back Wednesday for our normal show. All right, anyway, Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Scorpio and Lister's mate. And who else is here? I saw some other people here. Necrodius is here. Jalou is here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching live and spending your New Year's Eve with us. We appreciate it. Lister's mate's been watching. He got Eureka on Blu-ray. He's got all the 5 seasons. That's what he's been doing.
Oh,
Love that show.
great show.
What is up with you fine folks tonight? Scorpio says, yes, thank you, sir. Yes. Well, you know what? I know I still don't have, I got to get a cardboard cutout. I still don't have one. Because then I could just put it behind me when he's not.
Waving, one of those.
Yeah. Or just Sean Connery, because he always does his Sean Connery impersonation.
There you go.
One of those.
Yeah.
All right, folks. So we're going to do kind of some of our normal geeky stuff here. We actually last Wednesday kind of did our year-end review show, year-end show, but we got some more kind of New Year's themed stuff for you. Hello, Chaz. I just gave you a shout out for the videos. Thank you again, sir. Did a great job. Man, you are rolling a good sci-fi. Oh, because Lister's May also said he has Warehouse 13 as well, besides Eureka. Yes. Well, I'm sure he's having some fun with some buddies, you know. So hopefully he's having a fun time.
Good for him.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, let's. So we're gonna have some geeky games for you, and but we always like to kick it off with a super geeky question. And by the way, if you're new to us, please hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Hope you're having, no matter where you're watching, hope you're having a safe and happy New Year. Anyway, our first geeky question is, what was your favorite new show, or specifically new show of 2023? So this past year, a brand new show that you watched that you really dug and would like to see continue, or maybe it was just a one season thing. Who knows? Michael, yes, I'm glad we woke you up. Good, because you can celebrate New Year's with us. Welcome to the show. So again, tell us in the chat your favorite new show of 2023. Matt, what do you got?
I got a couple, but the number one standout for me new show was Scavenger's Reign.
I don't even know what that is. Wow.
It's an animated show on HBO, and it was this bizarre sci-fi world building. It's really hard to explain without seeing it, but it was really, really well done. One of the better like science fiction shows I've seen in quite a while.
Scavenger's Reign?
Yep. REIGN.
REA. Okay. And what is it on? Netflix? Something else?
HBO.
HBO Max? Okay.
HBO
It's Max nowadays.
I have to look that up.
It's anime or animated?
Animated.
Okay. I'm going to have to check that out. All right. Very cool. Hello, Jeff Madden, Sticks Boy. Hello, Chaz. Thanks. Great for being here, man. All right. Sticks, what about you?
So there's been a couple this year that I've been, and most of them have been late. Like I've been liking Monarch, the Godzilla
Yep.
show. That show has been great. But even more so, I got caught into also on Apple Plus the show Silo.
Yes,
Oh.
I've been watching
Have
the
you
first
seen
season.
it? Oh,
I read the
I'm
first
not all the way
book.
done yet. I'm not all the way done yet. So,
I did not know it was a book. I watched the show. I might catch the book, but the show really sucked me in that first couple episodes. So yeah, I
Good choice.
suggest that for anybody. It's brand new, and hopefully the second season will come out soon.
I got Apple TV for the first time for Monarch, but then I went and said like, oh, I'm going to watch some of the other sci-fi stuff like Silo. Yeah, it's really good. Good choice.
Yep.
I just started. This isn't new to 2023, but it was new to me. As long as we're talking Apple TV, is For All Mankind, and that's
yes.
I'm only a
What
few
are
episodes
there
in,
4
but that's
seasons out now.
Yeah.
it's really interesting.
Hi.
The premise did not get pitched to me appropriately the first time, or I would have watched it way sooner.
All right.
Speaking of that, folks, in a little bit we're gonna do super movie pitch. So that was a good segue to that. By the way,
You're
folks,
welcome.
again, tell us in the chat what shows that were brand new did you really dig this year. I think I mentioned it on Wednesday. Twisted Metal was probably my favorite new show over on Peacock, based on the '90s video game, which I love, video games, and it's great action, great comedy, great cast, it's awesome. But I also have a new entry now because on Wednesday's show, Mark's Pyle mentioned a new Netflix show, and I watched 3 episodes so far, and it's called Obliterated. And he pitched it kind of as almost like a fun take on G.I. Joe in a way. It sort of is a little bit because they reference real American heroes a bunch. But it's an action comedy about this elite team who thinks they've stopped a nuclear bomb, so they party and get wasted with drugs and alcohol, and then they realize the nuclear bomb's still there, and they have to try to save the world while being wasted.
Okay.
But it's really well done. The characters are fun and interesting, and the action's good. It's oh my god, I'm only 3 episodes in and I'm loving it. So that's actually even just 3 episodes in, I'll say that's probably tied for my favorite show of 2023.
Okay.
Nice.
So that's on Netflix. Obliterated is what it's called. An honorable mention to One Piece. That was a really good anime adaptation.
That was my other top.
Oh,
And my
sorry.
top 2 were Scavenger's Reign and One Piece, like right up there at the top. They were both really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm not much for an anime watcher, but One Piece. One of our buddies on the show, Sam, he does all our anime stuff, and he says, hey, "Give it a try and watch it." I liked it, so why not?
Yes.
It's
And
nice. I actually watched it with my daughter. She normally gets bored about halfway through a season because she's 14, and that's what they do. But she loves it. She still references it, even though we watched it right when it came out. So that's always a good sign for a TV show.
Yeah.
Nice. Speaking of anime adaptations, One Piece luckily going to have another season. But here, I just got my new Cowboy Bebop shirt the other day. That is
poor Cowboy Bebop.
I know that's the one I really wanted to continue, and I know Matt did as well. He actually,
Yeah, a lot of people did.
Well, can we say who you work for, Matt, or no?
I mean, you're welcome to.
Yeah, he works for Netflix anyway, but
not in anywhere where I would have any control over what got renewed. Although I did bring it up in a company meeting more than once. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, so Cowboy Bebop was really good. We should do more of it."
Yeah. Thanks.
yeah,
Next disappointed.
That was one of my all-time most bummers about a show not being renewed.
Yeah.
And it's too bad because shows like that. I mean, if you don't structure it so it can be a one-off and then move it to like a second series, it's hard when you're structuring it to be more than one series. Like I think Cowboy Bebop had been right. It had been structured to be like a 3-season thing.
Definitely more than one season.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's streaming for you, I guess.
Yeah. But I will say, I mean, other than the very end of the very, very last scene of Cowboy Bebop, they more or less wrapped things up for the first season, so it wasn't
very true. It actually
as much of a bummer.
It can totally stand on its own as a story.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Unlike some of the other shows I watched recently, that I was like, oh, this is only one season. Now I'm sad.
Yeah. Let's get some answers from the chat here. Michael says Beyond Paradise, a sequel to Death in Paradise on BBC. I don't know either of those actually. Interesting. Tell me more about them. Let's see here. Probably The Last of Us, but I took a chance on Walking Dead City. Oh, there's a new Walking Dead called Dead City. And that was the first thing I've liked from that franchise in a while.
Oh, good. Yeah, I've heard good things about that one. My wife's really into Walking Dead. Like she volunteers at all their cons, back when they had them. And we haven't yet watched Dead City, but I've heard really good things from people.
That's the Norman Reedus one, correct?
No, that's like Daryl in Paris or something like that. The Dead City, I think, it's Negan and Maggie.
The Negan and Maggie one. Okay, yeah. I forgot about that one.
So is that the only Walking Dead show on right now, or is Fear the Walking?
No, because there's the Norman Reedus one. I think it's
that's
still
his character in Paris. What?
I think that's where he goes. I don't actually know what it's called.
Does he have a romance with a zombie?
He meets up with Emily in Paris from Netflix.
Oh my God! Now I want to see that crossover. That'd be hilarious. Let's see here. Let's just say again, technically last year, but that's fine. She-Hulk, all right? Like She-Hulk.
I loved it. Yeah. I know I'm somewhat alone in that, but I'm with you, listeners, mate.
Scorpio says, "Wait, Twisted Metal, the game where you smash demonic ice cream trucks into each other?" Yes. Now, I mean, there's only actually one ice cream truck. Sweet Tooth is the guy's name who is in the show, and is very funny.
Yeah.
Voiced by Will Arnett, not a different guy doing the body.
No, that's Samoa Joe.
Yeah, but there's it's the game where it was vehicular ways you're trying to blow each other up.
Yeah. It's a demolition derby.
But yes, they actually made a really cool story out of it. Anthony Mackie and Stephanie Beatriz are the two leads, and they have great chemistry together.
It doesn't seem like the kind of game you'd make a show out of, but hey, if it works, it works.
Michael, I'll agree with both of those. The new Night Court and the new Quantum Leap are, particularly Quantum Leap, I think is very well done.
I gotta catch up on that. I'm behind.
Yeah, I think they just popped out a couple new episodes fairly recently of Quantum Leap, and we haven't watched them yet.
Well, like in December they had a couple new ones.
Yeah.
Before their like mid-season break.
Yeah.
Oh, and I think the very last one they've done so far was like one of the best so far. I think actually.
Oh, cool.
You got something to look forward to.
Hey.
Daryl in Paris. That's what I'm calling it now. Let's see here. Oh, wait, you used to love Twisted Metal, do you mean? Yeah, man, check out the show then on Peacock. I think you'll dig it. Yeah, Twisted Metal 2 in particular, by the way. That's the one I played a lot of. For, I don't know, PlayStation 1, I want to say, probably.
Yeah, I think so. Because I was playing it in college, so in and specifically, I remember the apartment I lived in, so it must have been like 97. So I don't think it could have been much past PS1.
All right, you guys keep telling us. But yeah, there was definitely some very good new TV this year. I think overall was a pretty solid year. For new shows.
It was so good. I had completely missed The Last of Us in my list of things that I'd written down, and I loved that show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of things are coming out now on streaming, so it's hard to keep up, especially 12 months later. Yeah, things go right out.
Any other ones you guys want to mention before we move on to our first game?
I liked Ahsoka. I thought it was really enjoyable.
It was decent.
And Lessons in Chemistry was a surprisingly good show. I didn't think I would like that. That's the Brie Larson, she's a chemist thing. And that turned out to be...
Is it a romance? Or no, is it actually about chemistry?
She's a chemistry teacher. She's a chemist in the show. And she ends up having a cooking show. It was good. I liked it.
Okay, interesting.
I didn't know what to expect. It was one of those things I got dragged into. It's like, all right, go watch this. Fine.
All right, 40 minutes and counting, folks, to midnight on East Coast time. And if you're on a different time zone like Matt, you can just celebrate it twice. It's all good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do they? I forget, Matt. When I lived in San Diego, do they show the Times Square drop again in Pacific time?
Yeah.
They just do it as if it's live.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb. There's some channels now that will actually do their own thing, because I'm like, what? Why are we celebrating what happened three hours ago?
Why,
but
there should be LA could do its own thing. Chicago could do its own thing, in Central Time. And
I think they do something in San Francisco, don't they?
I think so.
They should. What the heck? Do you want to watch something 3 hours?
Yeah.
Old.
Although when all the kids were younger, I will say that the 9 o'clock ball drop was great. We'd be like, "Hey, look, you guys made it to midnight. Time to go home."
Time for bed.
That's clever. Yeah.
Yeah. We would do it at 6 when they did it for like Europe. Like, 6,
Like in England or something.
Yeah, England. Time to go. Time
That's
to go
true.
to bed.
Yeah, you can get fireworks all over the.
Because PBS used to. I don't know if they still do, where they would have like a live stream from every
different
ball
cities.
drop from Australia
cool,
to.
actually.
Yeah, I remember watching that when it went from 1999 to 2000 because we were all like, "Oh, is the world gonna end? Let's find out."
Y2K.
It didn't happen in Australia. Is it gonna happen here?
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
You have to every hour see what's gonna happen.
Yeah, there's still that meme that goes around. Make sure you turn off your computers at midnight.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Let's do our first geeky game here of tonight, which is we were just talking about shows, but there was also obviously plenty of cool movies in 2023. We now want to give you a preview of what you're going to see in 2024, what movies you're going to see. So this is called Super Movie Pitch, which what we need from you guys is ideas for movies, and then we're going to pitch them as if we're like pitching to Hollywood execs, these movie ideas. Just to give you an idea, last time we did this a few weeks ago, some of the suggestions in the chat were like pineapple pizza, and we had to make a pitch out of that. Another one was the bidet after Sbarro's, which is one of my favorites. So you can give like goofy titles like that, or just some idea, like I don't know, Banana Man, whatever. It could be anything,
Great cartoon.
Was that a real cartoon?
That's a real cartoon.
Was it really?
Yeah, Banana Man.
I thought I just made it up.
Yeah, Banana Man. From the what was it? The Cosby Show or the Cosby, Fat Albert Show?
Oh, it's from Fat Albert.
My goodness, you're right.
Yeah, or Sesame Street or something. One of those.
No,
things.
it was Fat Albert. I'm pretty sure you're right.
Yeah. Well, there's also the Brown Hornet that was on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Greg says he's late, but that's all right, Greg. Greg actually has COVID right now. Hope you and your wife are feeling not too bad. Thanks for watching, man. We're doing Super Movie Pitch, so we need kind of concepts or seed ideas from you guys to do a movie pitch for all right, Scorpio's first one out. 2 guys and a sandstorm instead of like 2 guys in it. Wait, what is it?
Two guys, a girl, in a pizza place.
Was it? I don't know. All right. So how about one of us will start each one of these off, and then the other we can always just jump in the rest of us. Matt, why don't you kick us off with 2 guys and a sandstorm? Give us the
all right.
pitch.
So you know how Ryan Reynolds is like big right now, right?
Oh yeah.
Like he's
Yes.
okay. So
Huge.
he was in that show, 2 Guys, a Girl, in a Pizza Place. He was one of the guys. Okay, so we don't have him, but we got the other guy, and that's it. So it's him. And then we're just going to do a CGI version of Ryan Reynolds. And then they're trapped in a sandstorm because, let's face it, the budget was all spent on the Ryan Reynolds CGI.
Right.
So we can't see anything.
No, it's actually, the whole movie takes place in this little shack inside a sandstorm. Right. So, and yeah, you just hear the noise of the sand outside. And the 2 guys, they just spend the whole time arguing over what, Charlie?
Oh, so they spent the whole time arguing over oases and hot camels.
Like, hot camels, like sexy camels?
Like sexy camels.
Oh, right, yeah.
Like how big their humps are and all, all their toes and all that other kind of stuff.
Right.
Anything you can talk to about in a sandstorm.
And then Ryan Reynolds finds out that the other guy cheated on him with his camel. And then it's
that's like the major source of conflict in the movie. But we don't want to spoil how that turns out, but you'll be shocked.
You will be. All right, 2 guys in a sandstorm.
Woo. I'd watch that.
My pet fly named McFly. All right, that's from all right. So this is about a fly. So it's a spin-off of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Right. because
Really?
people keep talking about remaking it, but we don't want to remake perfection. We're just going to do a spin-off instead. See, little did you know, during all the Marty and Doc and all that stuff going on, a fly actually gotten into the DeLorean. And this fly had adventures all during different adventures while Marty and Doc were doing all their stuff, right? Like Matt, what was that? One of those amazing, crazy adventures it had.
It's great. So, because there's plutonium in the reaction chamber in the DeLorean, it actually mutates Buzz McFly. His name is Buzz McFly, but they just call him McFly. It mutates Buzz, and he actually he becomes a mascot of a local chain store that eventually opens up at the Twin Pines Mall, and he gets trapped, and it's funny is the thing. Because we're able to look at all the different eras that one could be in and see how that would react, how it would react there. What's another one of his adventures, though?
Yeah, Charlie, what else? These zany adventures he gets in.
So Buzz could also be going city to city, recruiting an army of flies to try and get back to his family.
Yes. Go ahead, Matt.
And we're gonna get Jeff Goldblum. He's actually gonna be the fly. He's gonna be Buzz. And it's kind of an homage to the fly from the 80s. We couldn't get Vincent Price, so we couldn't go all the way back. But
right. And again, to save the budget, we're just going to dress Jeff Goldblum as a fly. We're not going to use CG.
He's like Buzz. Yeah. That's
more in a fly onesie.
It's going to be like an Oscar-winning performance. It's going to be amazing. All right. That was my pet fly named McFly. All right. Let's see. Oh, from the Crow. Okay. Grand Theft Auto Repair. Right. Grass. Yes. Charlie, why don't you kick us off about Grand Theft Auto Repair?
Grand Theft Auto Repair. So this movie is about a group of kids who go around stealing cars and fixing them for people. They go around. They have a little chop shop. Well, instead of being where they're selling the parts, they're putting the parts on and they're putting it right back for the people, so they have brand new cars.
Yeah, it's a feel good film. It's we're gonna bring it out at the holidays, late 2024 for Christmas time, and put some warmth in everyone's hearts.
Right, because they're just misunderstood. Right, everybody thinks they're criminals, but they find out what good hearts they have. Right. And really, you know what? They just turned the city of San Francisco around, because all those car thefts are really just people trying to fix them up.
Sounds great, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we plant that definitely in a Christmas setting. It's a Santa Claus meets chop shop car fixing movie. I love it. Who do we have for the actor?
The actors. Right.
Oh, so Timothy Chalamet is obviously one of the.
Yes.
He's kind of pricey though.
He is. Zendaya is the lead actress.
Zendaya. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
and that's really all you need, right? When you have those two,
pretty much just them. And then, of course, we got Willem Dafoe is coming in as Santa Claus at the end. He needs them to fix up his sleigh.
Yes.
That's right.
Who doesn't love William Dafoe as Santa Claus?
Yeah, it's perfect.
The video game may not be quite as popular as GTA, but I think the movie will do really well.
Don't worry about that. We'll work on it. We'll get something going for that.
Right.
Just think about the merchandising.
Yes. Right. You can buy your kid a broken toy car and they can fix it. And this will teach them good life skills.
Yeah. Kids today need good life skills.
It writes itself.
Absolutely.
And then this is actually good for parents, because then you can buy them lots of broken things. You're just going to say, this is the way it came, son. Just fix it up. Thanks to Grand Theft Auto Repair. All right. Let's do Raiders of the Lost Fruitcake. All right, Matt. I know you were like kind of the lead idea man on this one. So what?
Oh yeah. So, despite its name, this actually is not a Christmas movie. We're picturing this as like the big summer blockbuster, right? It's in the style of like a Pixar film.
Mm.
Fruitcake is going to he's been looking forward his whole life. He's going to be a gift, and he's going to be given to this family, and the family rejects him, and so the fruitcake has to go on a journey of self-discovery. It's a coming of age tale of this fruitcake, and of course there's the Raiders as well. I mean, Jeff, you could talk about that part.
Yes. The Raiders are the eggnog who hate the eggnog gang, who don't want the fruitcake anywhere near their celebrations. So he's always been ostracized, right? And he has to show them what he's made out of besides unedible material. So he teams up with a plucky, scrappy sidekick. Charlie, who's that?
Well, I mean, clearly it's going to be the Christmas cracker who comes along and helps him out. He's down on his luck. This Raider eggnog group, they don't like him. They're shunning him. The only person who will be his friend is the Christmas cracker, and he helps him find a group that will accept him for such a wonderful Christmas theme movie.
Yes. So very good feel good at the end again.
Yes.
Nice. All right, let's just do a couple more here. But I'm not sure which one this was. But Croy's like, quick, call Hollywood. Let's make this. Bet Netflix will. Which one was that? Let's see here.
Could be any of them. They're all good.
Yes, they're all winners.
Brilliant.
Jalou, destitute to Duchess or Duke? Right, because we have two people in mind possibly for this role, right?
So it could go either way depending on how you want to do your male female gendering. So it goes from being down in your luck homeless to being the royalty that is the Duke and or Duchess of whatever conglomerate. Like let's say it's Latveria.
Oh,
yeah,
like where Dr. Doom is.
This actually is an MCU adjacent film. Right. That's how we're gonna bring the Fantastic Four in. This is sort of like our wedge. We're making it look like a reality program, right? Where we take a bunch of destitute folks and one of them will come to power.
Yeah, actually, as a total twist on the Fantastic Four's origin, it's actually Ben Grimm the Thing who becomes the Duke. So you see this, big rocky guy in this top hat and his tails, and Dr. Doom gets so jealous of how popular the Duke becomes in his country, and he can't stand that, so he tries to take him out.
No. Doom loves his power, and he doesn't want anyone to take it over. Ben moves in, and it's kind of like let's say it's like a Perfect Strangers type of dichotomy, where it's Doom and Thing, they're living together now, and Doom's got to figure out how to get him back to his.
He marries a Duchess, and that's She-Hulk, of course.
Well, naturally.
Who wouldn't?
But the shenanigans they get up to, as Doom's always trying to kill his roommate Ben Grimm, and Ben's always just through his pluck and blue eyes has always managed to. He always gets ahead of him. Right. It's almost like Tom and Jerry, but on a much grander scale.
But wait, and is it that Ben he doesn't really realize what Doom's up to?
He realizes, but it's so beneath him. He's got this. He's Ben Grimm.
Right. Okay. Exactly. And then this will launch a big Fantastic Four movie out of this.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Right.
So there you go. Listen, I know it's been a rough year for the MCU a little bit, so this is going to get us back on track, I think. Kevin Feige, here you go. Hello, Jess. Happy New Year's Eve, all. Oh, and our good buddy JC Master is also there. They were flying today. They just landed in North Carolina. I want to say hi. Thank you for checking in from your hotel. We appreciate it.
Have fun.
All right, let's do one last one. Spaceballs. Originally, he said bowls, by the way, but I think he meant bowels. So I'm going to go with this.
They're both funny.
Matt, take it.
I'm taking this one.
Maybe
okay.
because I don't have anything at the moment.
All right. So this is kind of a crappy spin-off of
It's crappy,
Spaceballs. Right? Yeah, that was the joke. Of Spaceballs, you know. It's the sequel that we've all wanted, but in a way that no one does. And it's about Lodestar's daughter. She has irritable bowel syndrome, and terrible. Where that goes is always to a toilet. But the evil empire in this, Sticks, you can talk about this.
So Spaceballs takes place in the Toiletry Kingdom, where the evil Plunger King is trying to stop people from using his toilet bowls, and because they're always getting crapped on.
Right. And doesn't he has like this guy who's his right-hand man who has these like mystical powers, right? Named Darth Commode.
Oh, yes, Darth Commode. Terrible evil man.
Yes. Very evil. He just it's not the Milky Way, it's the chocolate Milky Way.
Yeah.
Because of all the crapping that's going on.
Well, I mean, they do live on the Hershey Highway, so.
Right.
Mel Brooks has been, furiously writing this script for 20 plus years, and finally this vision has come out. It was stuck in there, but after some effort, he really managed to get it done.
And then it just like poured out of him when he was ready.
Some would say it exploded.
Yeah. All right. Look for Spaceballs in 2024. All right.
Spaceballs the flamethrower.
Tagline: in space, no one can hear you flush. There you go.
Perfect.
Thank you. That's a good tagline. All right. Thank you guys for those super movie pitch ideas. Those are great. Look for all those coming this next year. All right. And thank you. I know you didn't get to all of them, but we actually did more than usual. So thank you for all the suggestions, guys. Here, you know what? Got 22 minutes and counting before midnight here on the East Coast. Let's just get some plugs in for our guest, and then so Matt, what is Knights of the Roll Table?
Knights of the Roll Table is a podcast that me and some of my other improv friends have been doing for several years now. It's an actual play D&D 5e adventure. We've had a rolling cast of characters. I've played, I think, 3 or 4 at this point. And it's a great deal of fun. We're just entering, I think we're in the middle of our 6th season right now. But you can kind of jump in anywhere. We try to make each season easy to jump into, and they're all family friendly. You can listen to them with your kids, because most of the cast is parents, and we wanted something that we could listen to with our children in the car.
Right, just like Spaceballs, very family.
Just like Spaceballs.
Very cool.
There, I put the link up there, folks. Roll Table.
Thanks, man.
You can get that. And Sticks, what shows do you do?
So I'm over on the Renovision YouTube channel. I do a Friday night show called Get Off My Lawn, where we talk about comic books and pop culture and things of that nature. And I'm also on a Friday night show where we kind of do the same thing. It's a little different, more not as serious as the Friday show. We try to make it more fun and put some jokes and stuff into that show for a Saturday night. I'm also on a couple other things. I have my own channel, but my channel is mostly for gaming. I do a lot of Fortnite gaming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start doing some of this. It's called Disney. It's some kind of like a Disney racing game that they just came out with. I'm gonna start doing that a little bit.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Have you done any? Francis and I are digging the Fortnite rocket racing. Have you done any of that?
I have not. I have
It's
not.
fun. Yeah.
I've heard it's been fun. I'm gonna try that out.
Are you enjoying the chapter 5, the new season?
I am.
Fortnite.
Yeah. I get some time to play it with work and everything. It's kind of a little more difficult.
You should play it at work. That's a good idea.
No, the kids love it.
All right, folks, check them out. Follow their shows, all that good stuff. All right, so let's see here. Oh, let's do. You know what? Let's thank our Patreons here. Do you guys, by the way, do you have the document up by any chance? You can help me with this if you do. The Google Doc I sent you.
I do.
If you have it up, you can help me do the Patreon thing, and then we'll come back to we got another geeky question for you folks. We got one more game too, as we have 19 minutes here. And by the way, folks, you can help us do a countdown when we do right before we get to the midnight there, and bring in the new year geeky style. Ryan Seacrest's got nothing on us. I don't know. I'm assuming he's still doing Rockin' Eve. All right. Anyway, our Patreon. Thank you so much to our Patreon folks. Hey, you get 2 shouts out this week. Actually, you get an extra shout out. So trying to get your money's worth here. Patreon.com/super-geeked-up is where you can go if you would like to support us. Again, any amount super helpful. And again, we're trying to do a bunch of shows for you. Threw this extra one in. We didn't take any breaks over the holidays. So trying to give you your money's worth. You got it, Michael. T-19. Anyway, you can go to that site, or you can do a super chat, which is a one-time thing on your YouTube, a little $sign, or super sticker. That helps us as well. All right, let's see here. All right, let's see. Usually we do a theme to these Patreons. Anybody have an idea for a theme? Let me see here. Maybe something with movie pitches. I don't know. We'll try that. As best we can. All right, Craig Allen Poole, thank you so much. These are our super shout-out patrons, $10 or more a month. Thank you so much to Craig Allen Poole, who, since he's from Wales, will be the new James Bond in 2024 in the movie titled Don't Kill Me Once Again.
I saw the previews for that. It looks good.
Yeah, it does. All right, Matt.
All right. Next, we have Rachel J. This is actually going to be a gender bent documentary about Dr. J. The
Julius Erving.
Yes, it's a modern twist on that, on his entire journey through his life, and Rachel will actually be starring as the titular Dr. J.
The titular, very nice.
Right.
Who's going to play Larry Bird? All right. Charlie, you got.
So up next, our next Patreon is Greg and Rena Horvey. So Greg and Rena have signed on for the new the new Netflix series, Greg and Rena, Hooray Hooray! It's going to be a wonderful show about how they go around.
Horvey?
Hooray Hooray! Kind of like
hooray.
Hello Hello. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen that show.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. It's going to be a great comedy troupe that they go around doing. It's going to be wonderful. You'll love it.
I hope Greg's still in the chat to hear that. Tammy Anderson. Now, Tammy, this is going to be your year 2024. As made known many times in the show, Tammy loves Carl Urban. All right.
Oh.
So, Tammy, you are starring in the Star Trek spinoff, Bones Some Ladies. And,
It's about time.
Yeah, and you're one of the love interests, so there you go. All right, let's go to Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny Pappas. He is actually, this is going to be a John Wick style film. Johnny Pappas is out for revenge after someone steals all of his potatoes. They are gone, and he needs to go and get them back, or it's going to be mashing good time.
Mashing. Right, because how would he survive on Mars if he doesn't have potatoes?
Exactly.
All right, and by the way, if you're watching, that's our good friend Daddy Pappas there. Hope you're getting better there. Oh, Tammy, this is ridiculous. Two shows in a row now. Tammy joins the chat immediately as I say her name. Like, it's crazy. I can summon her like Beetlejuice.
Kind of like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, Tammy. But what is he going to boil, mash, or stick in a stew?
His enemies.
Oh,
Yeah, you mash them, you bash them, stick them in a stew.
you turn in just the right. You did, Tammy. Anyway, we're at Michael Gilstrap there, Charlie.
Yes. So thank you, Michael Gilstrap, for your Patreon. Michael Gilstrap recently found out that he was related to Hollywood royalty by being found that he was a long lost relative of Michael Coltrip.
Wait, who's Michael Coltrip?
Michael Coltrip is a one-time actor that no one's heard of.
Oh, okay. Okay, good. I thought maybe. All right, excellent. All right. Oh, I got Dash V. Yes, Dash V. Thank you, Dash V. You know what, Dash? You're actually. I'm going to put you in the movie because last time we did Super Movie Pitch, somehow I missed this, but the bidet after Sabaros, you are going to be the star of that because you are the only one who can somehow your gastrointestinal system has the ability to resist the diarrhea caused by Sabaros. Oh God, we're losing that sponsorship. And you're the only one who can get off the bidet, get off the crapper, and defeat the evil people who are putting bad ingredients in Sabaros. Because obviously, normally Sabaros is delicious, and it's obviously evil people who are making it cause diarrhea.
Clearly. Yeah.
I heard they're making a sequel to that called The Bidet After Tomorrow. So
yes, that's right. They are. Terry Field.
Oh, yes.
Terry Field. Terry Field is it's a buddy cop film actually, and it stars Terry Crews and Sally Field. And they are she's a rookie. Empty nest syndrome. She's like, you know what I want to do? I want to help people. Goes on to the force, joins up, and then Terry Crews has got to be like, come on, lady, get with the program. But she, of course, saves his bacon.
Yes. And then eats a lot of bacon. All right. Jalou is the last one, Charlie.
Jalou. Oh, Jalou is an interesting fellow because Jalou is finding time to set aside work for underprivileged actors in the school systems. So he's going to be working with the drama club doing Jalou and You, a one-man story.
Jalou and You.
But there'll be other actors. It won't be just one person. Let's
Right.
face it. There's plenty of people for Jalou to help. But good on you, Jalou.
Jalou and You. I can't wait to see it. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you not only to those people, but all the people who are supporting us on Patreon. There's the link again on your lower screen there. Patreon.com/super-geeked-up. We appreciate it. Thank you for all the people doing super chats recently, too. All right. Oh, my God. 12 minutes and counting. All right. Oh, we can fit another super geeky question in then, I think.
Oh, for sure.
What fictional character do you think will shine in 2024? Not like Professor X with his bald head, but like be a star. Be like
Little turtle wax.
Yeah, be like, I don't know, like really kind of take the stage or do some cool stuff. All right. Yeah, so what you tell us in the chat or in the comments if you're watching in post. Matt, you got anybody in mind?
Yeah, I do. So I think the Doctor from Doctor Who is really going to have a great year. I saw the Christmas special with Ncuti Gatwa, and it was
so wonderful.
I loved it. He's an amazing presence, and I can't wait to see him take on the role of the Doctor more than just the 1.5 episodes he's been in so far. I think it's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, because was he in like part of the third special before the Christmas special?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that little regeneration.
And when does the season kick off? Is it in January or later on?
May.
Oh,
I think it's May. Yeah.
Yeah, May.
All right. Cool.
Oh boy.
He's pretty young, right? Too.
Ncuti, yeah. He seems young.
I believe he's like 27.
Oh, so he's probably like one of the youngest doctors in a very long time, right?
I think it's
Maybe ever.
I don't know. I remember when Matt Smith became Doctor, I was upset because it was the first time a Doctor had been younger than me.
Okay.
I'm like, that's not okay. Right. And now I'm just used to it.
Yeah. Oh, of course, Necrodius' famous character he created on this show, Lady Face Slap. It's going to be the year of Lady Face Slap. Absolutely. Slapping faces left and right. She-Hulk. Disney will look back at her sensational She-Hulk comic and team her up with Deadpool, Spider-Man, and Howard the Duck.
I would watch the heck out of that.
I like everything about that except Howard the Duck. As listeners know, I hate Howard the Duck, but the rest of that sounds great.
Okay, but Howard the Duck, as voiced by Seth Green, as he has been in the MCU so far, and in the What If episode that he was in recently,
Yeah.
The new What Ifs.
Yeah. I think I can get behind him for a whole show, as long as it's not a full-on Howard the Duck movie. We don't need another one of those. The first one was so good.
I'm trying to figure out if you're being serious.
It was a big dose of sarcasm.
Okay. Oh, Greg has to get his foul joke in, of course. Howard the Duck is foul. Yep. He likes the original Howard the Duck better. Oh, Necrodius actually does. Okay, all right. Yeah, there's some fans of that movie.
Leah Thompson's in it.
Didn't Lucas do that?
Yeah.
Lucas created Howard the Duck, right?
Well, the movie.
Well, the movie.
He
did the
fans.
movie. Yeah, he did the movie. Yeah.
Howard the Duck only fans would be terrible. I don't know.
Oh, God. Oh, please. No, I did not need that in my mind. All right. Charlie, what do you got? What character do you think?
Matt took mine, actually. I was going to say the Doctor as well.
Really? All right. Well, that's 2 votes for that.
No, that's fine. I think I can come up with another. The one actor, the actors that are in, what's his name there? The Monarch, what's his name's son there?
Kentaro, the character Kentaro? Or no, the father?
Or
Kirk Douglas. Who you
Kirk
talking
Douglas's
character?
grandson. The grandson. Because not Kirk Douglas is dead now.
No. Kurt Douglas. Kurt
Douglas.
Yeah.
Kurt, not Kirk.
Yes, Kurt.
Yeah. So, and then his son. I really liked him. He was in the Captain America.
Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt Russell.
Wyatt Russell. There you go.
Kurt Russell, not Douglas.
Kurt Russell.
What am I saying? Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
And
Kurt Russell. Wyatt's been really good. I look forward to seeing what he has coming out. Maybe this year, even in the forthcoming years. I think he's really great.
Awesome. Yeah. No, he does a good job in Monarch. Oh my God! I was trying just to look up.
That's a great concept, using him and his father as opposite ends of the time spectrum.
Yeah, they did this early on. This one fade between the two faces, and it was like, oh my God, yeah, you can totally see it.
Yeah, you totally see it.
Since you said Monarch, you reminded me that Anna Sawai, who's one of the leads in that.
The doctor.
She's going to be in something in 2024. And I'm trying to look up right now because I forget what it is. A second. Anybody else you guys got? Well, I'm trying to look this information up.
I'm hoping that the characters from the live action Avatar: The Last Airbender will all have a good year. In that, I hope that the show is really good. It's one of my favorite shows ever, and I'm hopeful. You got this, Netflix. Come on, guys. I mean, actually, if it's anywhere near as good as One Piece, it'll be phenomenal.
Yeah, I think so far the early word is it's going to be good. I mean, it's looking
that
comes out soon. Actually, this in January.
It's February, I think. Oh no, yeah, you might
February?
be right. It might be January.
late January, February.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah,
Shogun is the series I was thinking of. That actress is.
Yes, I always forget about that. I saw a commercial for that, and I'm like, oh, Mulan. No, Shogun. Oh,
Hey, they rhyme.
they redid Shogun. How wonderful for them.
Yes. I'm gonna say I'll be honest with you. I don't know a ton about this character, but I'm gonna say, which is coming, I think, in a week or so. Echo. The new. I'm gonna say that's gonna hit pretty big. I feel that's gonna work.
I liked her a lot on Hawkeye. So
I didn't watch enough Hawkeye, so I never saw her. Was she in a lot or just a little bit?
She's
She was in a good
throughout.
Yeah, she was in a good portion of it.
Yeah. I think that could be really interesting. I like the character's interesting in the comics, so I expect, and they're doing a couple new things on the show. So yeah,
I think I'm more interested to see how they use Kingpin in that series.
Oh, that's right. With D'Onofrio, right? Is playing
D'Onofrio, yeah. Whether they keep it kind of the
Daredevil's
thing.
going to be in the show too. They said.
I don't know if Daredevil is or not, but
I just read an article that said he was.
maybe.
If this
Yeah,
article
maybe.
is correct.
All right then.
Well, I mean, who knows?
If it's correct, we don't know. Um, the whole world is good. The Netflix series that they had was a good jumping in point for Daredevil. So
Yeah, agreed.
And she echoes like what, a vigilante? Is that right? Or is she actually a villain?
eh,
Depends on the writer.
Okay.
yeah, she's been both. She's kind of been both in the comics. So
Yeah, in Hawkeye, she was definitely presented as more of a villain. But I expect in Echo she'll be at least at worst an anti-hero.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Scorpio says, I think Marvel has a rebound year. I don't think Deadpool and Wolverine disappoint. Oh, is that coming out this
Yeah.
coming year? Yeah.
late.
Yeah, I think Deadpool 3 will be really good, and I mean the yellow and blue costume looks great in live action. I think when the original X-Men movie came out, they made a joke about it, but the yellow and blue looks it actually
Oh
looks
wait,
really good.
you mean Hugh Jackman's in it? The yellow
Uh-huh.
and blue.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. There's been some still images that I've
Wait,
seen
is this
floating
taking
around.
place in the past?
Oh, who knows?
No. We don't know.
They've thrown a lot of irons on that fire.
So it's so weird that Hugh Jackman's in it because he said he was done with Wolverine. I don't know.
Ryan Reynolds talked him into it.
Yeah, all right. Well, I can believe that.
Yeah.
All right. Again, you can. Okay. Saber Pink on Tammy there
Oh.
says the Percy Jackson.
Agreed.
Continue into 2024 because it's not done yet.
I haven't started watching that. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Yeah, that's good. And I loved the books. And while the series feels a little rushed compared to those, I feel like they're like, okay, we're gonna get to the good stuff. Let's just go. And I've been enjoying it.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, just over 3 minutes, folks. We're getting close. Tammy says, if you ever do an underdog superhero story, Lady Facelap needs a story. Oh, like in our anthologies we've been doing? Yes, you're right. Oh my God, we can make her into like real life there. And Necroti says, the most feature of any character of all time is Jeffy Quinn. Yes, of course. Me as Harley Quinn. Well, how can you beat that?
Every time I try to forget, it comes back. So
There was a new one. Oh, you're glad you missed that. There was a new one that was even more disturbing that people.
oh no.
I think Greg did it. Oh fuck, Greg. I don't know if you're watching. What was it? I can't even remember now. I think people were begging for the Harley Quinn one after they saw this. Like even I almost threw up. All right. Will 2024 be better than 2023, or will we have to wait until 2025? For movies, I'll be honest with you. I actually don't think 2023 was amazing for movies. I think it was better for shows.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I agree with that.
and well, I guess we'll have to see how much the strike also has affect things or pushes things off. I don't know. What do you guys think? Quickly, I guess. You think 2024 will be better than 2023 movie wise?
When I was looking to see what movies were coming out, it looks like there's a lot of good stuff.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. I'm even excited about the Madam Web movie, and I doubt that's even going to be good. But I still, Sydney Sweeney and the two Spider Women who are my favorite Spider Women. But
wait,
I'll watch it.
I don't even know who's in this, but I love Spider Woman Jessica Drew. Is she like?
She is not. There's we got Aranya and two other Spider Woman.
Fuck it! Why didn't they never use Jessica Drew?
I don't know, but she's my favorite. I want her in there, but maybe this will like open the door for that.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Oh, but it was me as Miley Cyrus and Wrecking Ball. Greg, if you still have that, can you send that to me again?
No, please don't.
I knew he was gonna say that. All right, hang on. I gotta get ready. I gotta switch the thing over here. I gotta get ready for our big countdown. Oh my God, where's the clock? Okay. I gotta do multiple things here. Sorry, folks. Hey, tell them about any other things you think are gonna be big. Oh my God, we lost them.
Well, let's see. We talked about Doctor Who. We talked about Deadpool a little bit. Spider-Woman, Avatar. Gosh, I don't know what else is coming out next year that I'm excited about, but I know there's a lot of things. I am hopeful that the MCU will come together and really like stick the landing on some of the things they've been doing. I know there's been a lot of issues, so I'm hopeful.
Yes. Well, yeah.
I mean, although I liked the Marvels a lot. A lot of people hated it, but I liked it.
All right, folks, we'll talk more about this in a minute. We got 20 seconds here. I'm
Oh,
going to start this countdown at 10 seconds. Count along with us if you're watching. We'll count, and then we'll wish everybody Happy New Year here. I'll try to hit it. I have a countdown clock on here. 15. Here we go. I'm about to click it. Ready? Here we go. 10, 9,
8, 7,
6, 5,
4,
3, 2,
7,
6, 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Happy New Year!
All right, tell me, guys, how's the future? Is it better? Because it's still 2023 where I am.
Oh yes, we have the McFly the Fly here.
Buzz is there, really?
Buzz McFly is here. By the way, I tested this multiple times before the show, and of course it buffers and gets stuck the minute I need to actually play it. All right, sorry guys, we were a few seconds late there on the New Year's, but Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Thank you again to Chaz for doing these videos. I wish it played more correctly there. It's not Chaz's fault. It's just the stupid sharing here. Yeah. Oops, Happy New Year. There you go. Oops, Happy New Year is what you should say.
We're off to a good start.
Yes. Thank you, Scorpio. Oh, Nikki, I didn't know you were watching. That's great. Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it. Oh, Chaz was like, no. Yes. Well, thank you, everybody that's wishing us a Happy New Year. We appreciate it here. The time here on another stream and in Animal Crossing, we're all off by a bit. So I went into New Year 3 times within 30 seconds. Oh, okay. I was just using a countdown clock I found online. Yeah, I know. I'm sure everything is off slightly. YouTube sucks, old computer dunkel. All right. Yes, and Jalou, and for Matt, you're right. You still got 3 hours. Well, yeah, 3 hours to go, right?
Yep. I'll make it. I'm definitely not still on Norway time where it's like.
Oh yeah, do you think you will?
Right
You
now.
think you'll still be up?
Well,
I'll try.
when the Fly Army gets to you, we'll send you a prayer.
All right. Wait, does that mean it's 2026? Wait, why? Because we have Buzz McFly? Or...
No, because we had 3.
Oh, 3.
Yeah.
I see. I get it.
So yes.
Sure. Yes. We just skipped a couple of years. They were great. Those years, 2024.
Tell me what stocks to buy quick. I'm still in 2023. I got 3 years for these to pay dividends.
Put all your money in CDs right now.
All right.
All my CDs are up in the attic still.
Oh, here, let me do this because Tammy does some AI art for us to share.
Oh.
And let me share this before I forget. Let's see here. We got speaking of She-Hulk, she did a little She-Hulk one for us. Oh my God, let me see. There we go. She-Hulk with Santa.
Oh my.
Man, I wish I was Santa. All right, what else do we got here? Who is this one? Oh, an Art Deco version of Lady Face Slap, she says is what this is.
Oh, all right. I'll watch that movie.
That's cool. Yeah, I didn't imagine her Lady Face Slap would be so, I don't know, like cool looking.
She's a flapper that's a slapper.
A flapper and a slapper?
That's the tagline.
Nice. That's good. That's a good tagline.
Come for the flapper, stay for the flapper.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Tammy. Oh, I forgot. It is. She put Anthony's face on the Santa because Anthony loves She-Hulk. I really forgot. I couldn't tell it. There you go, Anthony.
I knew he looked familiar.
All right. So we were just talking about. All right. So you guys were thinking about Marvel might rebound. I'll be honest with you. So I don't know. Let me hear your guys' thoughts. And since you're both big into this and you do a comic book show, Sticks.
Yeah.
I've been saying for probably 6 years now or so that the MCU is not good for filmmaking. But it's only recently I find other people are kind of criticizing it too. Not that I haven't enjoyed a lot of the MCU movies I have. But at this point, I think they need to go away. Like, I think they've overstayed their welcome. And I think they need to stop putting so many movies out in a year. Like, They oversaturated things, I think, and they got too greedy.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
What you
think
guys,
I heard something about them. They said something about trying to go back to like quality over quantity, and I think that's the necessary thing. I think it was a cash grab for a minute there, and now they're like dial it back a little bit. But I like the fact that they've been letting different directors kind of have their own style in the movies, and I think that is where that will really make or break the futures. If people can buy in on that, because you got the whole supernatural side of things, and yeah,
Right.
nice.
Right.
By the way, yes, thank you, Kathy. Happy New Year to you as well. Go ahead, Charlie. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things going on with that. I mean, quantity over quality. You know, they have been doing like where it's like every quarter you're getting like 2 movies almost at a time. So you're getting like eight movies, and then you're getting your 3 or 4 series in a year. That's way too much for them to be doing, especially if you're just gonna hold Kevin Feige to overseeing everything, right? So if we can get at least maybe 3 movies and 2 series in a year, like keep it to 5 for MCU stuff in a year, I think that'll bring back the quality of the programming that we had been used to with like Iron Man and Captain America, and even like the first couple Guardians of the Galaxies that we had. I mean, those were all fun, good movies that everyone clearly enjoys, even in a rewatch, right? But you go back and you watch like even Marvels or Captain Marvel, and some of them get kind of bogged down in what they're supposed to be. So
yeah. And sometimes movies are just fun, and sometimes and aren't as. And I think that's the other thing that they're doing is just like, okay, we're gonna let this movie just be a popcorn movie, and this one will tie into the. And I think that's the way that it's gonna have to be.
Well, here's what I would like to see. I would like to see the MCU take a page out of the horror playbook, where they're not spending a lot of money on the movie, but they're getting a lot back in return, right? So, like horror movies, and like even like the last Godzilla movie, Godzilla -1, were like $15 million, and it made back almost triple.
Yes,
and in some cases maybe quadrupled its budget on that much. I mean, these MCU movies are coming out to be $250 million, and it's hard to recoup that.
Cheap.
It's hard to recoup that money.
Multiple movies, not just MCU, that are over 300 million. Like, I agree with you. That's Hollywood's got to stop that.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. You will not make your money back.
No.
And there's no
every
other country can do it. Just stop.
And their expectation of making that $1 billion,
yes,
is what drove those prices to be so high. Like, oh, we'll just make it back. We've been making $1 billion per picture. Well, now you're not even making the budget back, or barely making the budget back. So you got to really dial that back.
I totally agree. I think a lot of it gets wasted on computer effects, and those can be great, but also maybe do some more practical effects if you can do them cheaper. They hold up better anyway.
Yes,
there's a lot of stuff you can do practically that looks way better than digital.
Yeah.
So
I think there will be a resurgence of that in the next several years.
I hope so.
And also, honestly, like the movies are so long too, and the CG adds to the time. I think tighten up the scripts, like
yes,
and so you don't have to do all that CG. Like,
no.
All right, there we go. We're figuring out all of Disney's problems, and we gave them that Destitute the Duchess movie.
Yeah.
idea. What was I going to? I don't know what I was to say. Oh, before I forget, the thing I forgot to mention that I'm not. Well, I don't know if it's going to be huge or not, because I don't know how well the first part did. But I'm super looking forward to the second part of Rebel Moon in 2024. Because a few days ago I watched part 1, and no joke, it wound up being my favorite movie of the year.
Really, I've only heard bad things about it, so I haven't watched it yet.
Right. I've heard both good and bad. I was blown away. And again, I've said this on the show. I've been both praiseworthy and critical of Zack Snyder over the years. But this is to me, this is what we need. It was new IP. It was.
Was it?
Yeah. Well, okay. I think so. I still think so. I will argue that. Yes, I see the how Star Wars influenced it. But Star Wars influences a lot of things, right?
There's a lot of influence in there besides.
Well, Greg said it
people,
actually started off supposedly as a Star Wars movie.
right? It was pitched as a Star Wars.
So he
for
just
the
did it
most
on his
part,
own.
Yeah.
I still listen. I still think it's its own thing. I don't think it's copying Star Wars that much. Did you see it?
There's some Dune in there. There's some Harry Potter. You know, I've said, and some other people that I talked to said, if you watch it in half an hour spurts, you're getting a different movie every half an hour. In the way they bring in, you get your Star Wars at the beginning, and then you go to you get your cantina scene, and then you get over here, you got your Griffin, and you get your Harry Potter, and then you get your, kind of a Dune-ish. And there's some new stuff in there. I mean, he does his own stuff too, but yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm not saying it was horrible, but it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't what I thought.
Archetypes are archetypes for a reason. So if if it's following the hero's journey or whatever, I have not seen it. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I got no problem with that. If it's blatantly ripped off, maybe that.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Like I said, I mean, listen, most of those other things didn't invent those things either, right?
Yeah, no, there's a lot of movies that do take influence, and there's movies even in like Star Wars that took influence from Kurosawa and things like that. So,
huge influence.
I mean, influences are influences.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, for me, I was surprised as anyone. I did not think I was going to be amazed by this, but I was. I don't know. I just thought, and it's also, he actually did the cinematography on this one himself. Oh. The most beautiful movie I've seen all year, and the most beautiful. This is the one thing I've always think he's been good at is visuals. The most visually appealing Zack Snyder movie.
So don't forget, now in February you'll be able to see the director's cut. That's an hour long.
Yes, the R-rated version of it.
Yeah, the R-rated.
I think the PG version was.
It's an hour longer, or it's an
hour longer.
Longer.
I heard it's an hour long, and I'm like, oh, we're getting movies down to the length that I like them. All right, cool. I missed the 90-minute movie.
Yeah,
so.
no. Although this one was 2 hours and 14, 14.
It wasn't
crazy. It wasn't
bad.
crazy.
As long as I'm watching them at home, I don't mind things being long because then I can just pause it.
But I love Rebel Moon, and again, listen, I don't even if it is influence. I still would rather see something new than just keep building in the same universe. I know I'm in the minority on that, but I feel like when I grew up, that's what we had. We didn't have a million things in the same universe, right? Like people were innovating, and I don't know. Whether it's good or not, I'd rather see somebody build a new world.
Yeah, when the universe you're building is being told by 3 different people. In each part, it seems like a different person was trying to tell a different story, and they're trying to connect them. No, I'm talking about Star Wars.
Oh.
Here I'm talking Star Wars, where you got
which one's the sequels?
You got your J.J. Abrams one.
I see what you're saying.
Ryan
Johnson.
Ryan Johnson, and then I think it went back to Abrams again. Right, and the third one.
Yes, it was supposed to be the other 2, and then that didn't work out.
Right.
So then,
Right, it's supposed to be Lord and Miller, right?
And then Abrams came back.
I think the trick with Star Wars and honestly most franchises is to get away from the characters that we know and just go do something else.
Yeah,
I'm like Star Trek as an example. Like I am more interested in Star Trek that does not just go do something on a planet over there. That's great. What they're doing with Lower Decks, fantastic, right? Like just do something else. Star Wars, I do not want to hear the word Skywalker for another 15, 20 years at least. Just just go to the other end of the galaxy and find something out.
That's why I think Mandalorian worked, because it was new characters.
Exactly. Until it started to
bring Luke back into it.
Yeah.
Even though that was even though it did blow me away the first time he was introduced.
Oh yeah. But then you have to start walking that line of like, okay, well, we know what happens to this character. We know what happens with this. Right. No, just go somewhere else. Yeah, and tell a story in the universe.
It's tough to make a movie and your main character, the outcome of the movie already just from the main character. You have to have a character where the outcome is uncertain. Uncertain, and you don't know. Could he live? Could he die? No, but if you're always using the same characters, you know the outcome because you know where they've already gone or been.
Yeah, I had a lot of trouble enjoying Solo for that reason. I'm like, okay, they're gonna die on this train. No, they're not. I know that those two characters exist a lot.
Right.
All right, we got one more game for you guys, Super Loveline. Let me just share a couple of chat things before we do that. Wow, this is the longest stream ever. Decorey says it's been going since last year. Yes, that's right. This is our longest stream ever.
1 year long.
Greg says, in his opinion, they need all new writers. Ultimately, great production values can't fix bad scripts. Very true. And Listermay says Hollywood needs to stop the idea of not making physical media anymore. Long live VHS, DVD, and Blu-ray.
And Laserdisc.
Yeah, good old Laserdisc.
Betamax. No.
Betamax too. I got somewhere down here.
We need more movies focusing on the villain's journey to destroy the heroes.
I would totally be down with that. I always enjoy those.
I'm fine with a villain's journey. Yeah.
This is an inside joke to Super Geeked Up. Still waiting on the Wren cut of Justice League. Christina Wren is an actress who's been on our show, and because she's in the Snyderverse movies, and we joked that there should be the Wren cut when he did the Snyder cut.
Okay.
She's in Dawn vs. Justice and Superman movie, Man of Steel. That's what it's called. Anyway, yes, I agree to Crodius. You know, I love the Ewoks. A Jedi Ewok would be something.
I like that idea.
Okay.
It'd be interesting.
But like not like full blown like going through like studying under mastery. Like I want them to just have force powers, but just be so disconnected from the rest of the Jedi Sith things that they're having to figure it all out on their own.
I like to think that I like to think that Logray from the cartoon had force sensitive powers.
Jeez.
We need to have a General Akbar storyline. What do you think of that, Matt?
It's a trap.
Good idea, but it seems like a trap.
Yeah. I bet Wiccan was secretly a Jedi. All right. I love Wiccan. Was my favorite. All right. I guess Chaz is saying the Snyder thing was a rejected script for an R-rated Star Wars. Well, you know what? I'm actually glad because I'd rather have him do it on his own thing than just do a Star Wars movie, to be honest with you, because he can do what he wants then. Although I am glad to hear if that's correct, if Disney is letting the directors have, because I feel one of the problems also is that they've tried to get their hands in affecting everything the directors are doing, like with the Marvel movies and Star Wars stuff.
The more the studios and corporations in general, the more the money is trying to affect the creative, the worse you're going to get as an outcome. Just universally, always.
Yeah. They always say you can't always throw money at a problem.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, he has over 750 VHS. He's going to enjoy them until they stop working. All right. Good for you, man.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, but good news, Matt. Greg sent me the video.
Here we go.
Oh, for joy.
So, hey, folks, this is the way to start your new year by watching me as Miley Cyrus. I better stop that before they flag us. They flag us for copyright.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get some bleach.
Oh, I thought you were gonna take a shower, a cold shower.
My eyes.
I burn.
All right, there you go, folks. Hey, you know what? Miley Cyrus does do a New Year's show, so there you go. That's our little ode to her. All right, let's do our last game. Super Loveline. And again, thank you for spending your early part of your 2024 with us. All right, give us some fictional characters for us to play. We're going to be on a dating advice show. It's kind of like MTV's Loveline back in the day with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla. So give us fictional characters like Batman or She-Hulk or whatever, Harry Potter. And we will give advice as those characters based on your questions in the chat about romance and sex and all that stuff. Or whatever else you want to ask. Quark! All right, from Deep Space Nine. Matt's laughing already. I feel you should be Quark then.
I don't know. I don't know that I know Deep Space Nine well enough.
Well, you were laughing, so I thought maybe.
I just thought it was. Any answer that Quark gives is going to be funny in my mind.
What's the first rule of acquisition, sir?
Oh, you play
he's Quark right there.
Oh God!
We got Captain Janeway from Voyager. We got Gizmo from Gremlins. Does Gizmo talk?
Bright light, bright light. That's the extent of what he says.
He just says Bud Light.
Bright light, and he
Bright Light.
in Gremlins
Yeah.
2 he says "yo" at least once.
Okay, what about
Oh.
Johnny number 5 from Short Circuit?
Oh, I could do that.
All right, you should Johnny number 5.
That was my
All
jam.
right, I'll be Janeway then.
Your mother was a snowblower.
Does Johnny 5 say that?
Yeah.
To what, a toaster or something?
To like Nova or one of the other.
Oh,
yeah.
Judge Dredd.
Oh God.
That's a good one too. All right, but I said Janeway, so I'll do Janeway. And we got Johnny number 5 for Matt, and we got Quark for Charlie. Give us some dating questions or some romance questions you have for these amazing this panel of amazing romance experts. It's like the weirdest romance panel ever. And we will answer them.
Don't rub my ears. I get excited.
Super Loveline. All right. By the way, while you're thinking of questions, typing them in, let me share some links one last time here. One more time. We got, here it is, Linktree/Rolltable. That's where you find all the stuff with Matt, find where you can find the podcast. Lots of seasons to listen to.
Yeah, 6 seasons, and
all seasons
various
are-
places you can listen to them are all at that link tree.
Each season is self-contained. Is that true or no?
They all build on top of each other, but you can usually just jump in. Certainly in the earlier seasons, we tried to make that more accessible each season as a jumping on point.
Okay. And YouTube, Renovision on YouTube, at Renovision 2 Ends.
Yes.
That's where Charlie's Friday nights, right? And some other nights.
Friday and Saturday nights.
And he also does gaming videos at Sticksboy73 on YouTube.
Yep. You watch me play Fortnite for the most part. I know.
All right. What? Oh, okay. Hey, all right. We're going to start the show. It's Super Loveline. All right, here. Okay, and I got to do Janeway now. Mr. Paris. All right. Hey, I'm Captain Janeway. Our first question is, what are you? That's how we do it.
I think
What are
you
your
need to
best
stop
pickup
smoking,
lines?
Captain Janeway.
Yeah, what are your best pickup lines? Quark, what are your best pickup lines?
Well, when it comes to acquisitions and making money, pickup lines are usually good when you're referencing how much money you actually have. So, my pickup line for you would be, my wallet's full. Why don't you come over and look?
Oh, all right. That's all right. That's gross, Quark. What? Johnny 5, number 5.
Well, for me, I would say I would open up my chest cavity and show them my heart and say, "No, disassemble!" And hopefully they would stay in love with me forever. Stephanie?
All right, and I Captain Janeway, I just like to say, Chakotay, engage warp drive on my ass. Or I go into the holodeck and I just create the perfect mate. That always works good too. All right, do we have another question? Oh, hey, Johnny, why don't you read this one?
Greg would like to know. Help! My cat watches everything. What should he do?
Why don't you answer?
Well, I always find that a cat, I would introduce the cat to my friend Alf. And that would solve the problem right away, because Alf likes to eat them. But if I was dealing with it myself, I would just shoot it with my laser and distract it.
What about you, Quark?
Well, I'm not familiar with too many human cat animals, but I would say if they're watching you all the time, you might be able to sell that cat and get something that you need for your bedroom activities.
Always about the Latin, I'm with you.
Mhm.
Well, I would say I like it when people watch, so it's fine. But Johnny, are you sure you're not Data? Because Data has a cat, and I feel like you're really just Data from Picard's ship.
Data's cat was named Spot. That is a silly name for a cat. That is a dog's name.
What would you name a cat?
I would name it Los Loco.
Oh, much better name.
Yes.
What is the best planet to have a date on? Quark?
Some people say that if you go to Rigel 7, it is a wonderful planet. But I say if you go to Uranus, you have some very interesting dates planned for you already.
I thought you were going to say Risa. That's a famous pleasure planet. Get your mom
I like
wrong.
Rigel 7
Okay.
or Uranus, whichever.
All right.
Whichever you choose.
I just really want to get back to Earth. So please let me have a date on Earth. I've been stuck here for 7 years in the stupid Delta Quadrant, and it sucks. All right. So just have a date on Earth. That's the best planet. What about you, Johnny Five?
I have to agree with Janeway. Earth is the best place because that's where all the ladies are.
Is that the sound you make when you have
Achieve.
relations?
Yes. Johnny Five alive.
Oh my God. All right. Let's see here. Oh, maybe Data is descended from Johnny Five. Interesting. Okay, listeners mate, the girl I'm interested in likes coffee. Where's the nearest nebula we can get some? I don't know. Anybody have an answer to this? All right, Janeway, I do love my coffee. That's what I'm known for. That's actually why we always run into the Borg, actually. The Borg have a monopoly on coffee in the Delta Quadrant, so we're always trying to fight them just for my coffee in the morning.
I've heard of that. It's called Starborgs.
Yeah,
Beat me to
yes. Starborgs. They're so pricey. Jesus. It's like 10 bricks of cold pressed latinum for a tall venti, whatever. I don't know. Cork, what do you say?
I know that Worf likes to make coffee. It's very strong.
Klingon coffee? Rock the Gino? A Rock the Gino?
Klingon coffee. Yeah, what did they call it? A Batlefchino, I think it's called. Batlefchino.
Oh, that sounds very dangerous.
It comes with a little spike in it. Yeah.
As a stirrer?
Don't swallow it whole.
Okay.
I made that mistake once. I find that the best place to go for coffee is right here on the moon. The moon makes great cheese flavored coffee.
Ah, yes. I didn't know you liked to hang out on Earth's moon.
It is a wonderful, desolate place where no humans hang out. Perfect for us. We do not like the humans.
All right, Johnny.
Well, if you're looking for a nebula, the only one I know of is the Horsehead Nebula. So you could go there and get some Tim Horsehead-tons.
Oh, wait, is this like a Tim Hortons almost?
Yes, but in space. It is the horse.
Just wanted to clarify for our non-Canadian viewers what that was.
That's a joke that would have worked better in writing.
I enjoyed it. I love it. Tim Hortons, yes. Let's see here. I have no idea how to spell Rock the Gino. I don't either. Oh, okay. Oh, Greg has a question here. My girlfriend thinks Voyager is better than DS9. How do I dump her nicely? What? You should never, ever dump this young woman. She obviously has a 300 IQ and is brilliant. And he's even smarter than 7 of 9 and probably sexier. So you should marry her immediately. Stupid Greg. All right, what do you guys think?
Just set her up with me, Johnny Five. I will make her dump you.
What? Johnny,
once you go 5, you feel alive.
Oh my God, I didn't know, Johnny, you were such a sex maniac. Quark.
I don't like this girl all of a sudden. Deep Space Nine, although filled with very nasty creatures that I don't much like, but I do make money off of them from time to time. I would say that Voyager has not done you very well, Janeway, with your smoking habits.
Yes, that has been a problem. My caffeine and nicotine habits is a real issue. This is what happens when you get stuck in the Delta Quadrant for so long.
Hiding out in the docking bay, taking a couple drags.
That's
Is it a
right. 'Cause
side
there's no
effect from
smoking
the-
allowed.
Is it a side effect from becoming a salamander? Mating with Tom
Actually,
Paris?
oh, I didn't know that got out. That news. Is that when I had sex with Tom Paris?
Yes. I have it
yes.
all on video. See?
Oh my God! Delete that immediately, Johnny.
Never.
Paris must have said that to you. God damn! I'm gonna demote him back to an ensign, like I did 5 other times. All right. Anyway, that's it for this show. I gotta go now because I gotta take care of Johnny in that video. Anyway, thanks for watching Super Loveline. Bye. All right, there we go.
My voice will recover from doing that voice at some point in time.
By the way, Scorpio says that was hilarious. He means I will make her dump you. You're all have really warmed up and gotten rolling. All right. Okay. Necrotius says he always likes to needle me about Voyager being the best because I love DS9. And yes, well, because Captain Sisko, he did drink Ractaginos all the time. That's what he drank in the.
Oh.
That's what he loved, which is Clarion coffee. By the way, I don't remember Short Circuit that well, I guess, because it's been too long. Is Johnny that sexually charged?
Oh, no.
Oh,
not
no.
at all.
I'm trying to think. Am I misremembering this?
No.
He does say
I think
Johnny Five's alive, though, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I think he might have a crush on Stephanie, but that's really more.
Is that like the main girl who
Yeah.
interacts with him?
Yeah, and I think Steve Gutenberg's character is more into her. And we won't talk about Fisher Stevens' character at all.
I don't even remember who that is.
He's a very white guy who plays a very stereotypical Indian gentleman in those movies.
Oh, I
He
see.
says number Johnny 5. It's awful.
Oh, okay. Does Gutenberg get with the girl or no?
I'm pretty sure he does. Yeah.
Forgot Gutenberg was even in that. Jeez.
I think it was him.
Yeah,
That
Steve Gutenberg.
sounds like the right time for a Gutenberg comedy like that. Did they do 2 Short Circuits? They did, right?
Yeah. He becomes an American citizen at the end of the second one.
Does he really? Johnny
Yeah.
Five does?
Yeah. It's painted gold and everything.
Who built Johnny Five?
So he's a he's a military robot.
Who escapes?
And then he gets struck by lightning and gains sentience and then escapes.
Oh, and the military's trying to recover him, I bet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're hiding him like Gutenberg and the other woman.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, there's other robots like him that are trying to capture him.
Oh, geez. All right, there you go, folks. That was Super Loveline. Thank you for all the great characters and the great romance questions. Now, hopefully, with that advice, you'll have great love in 2024.
Good luck.
All right, there we go. That's going to wrap us our special New Year's Geekin' Eve. Thank you again. Thank you for. I'm actually happy with how many of you actually tuned in with us and spent your New Year's Eve. Thank you, because there's a lot of different specials on there, but you chose to be with us, so that's great. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And maybe next year we'll get YouTube to play the countdown correctly.
Well,
Start it now, and then it'll
Yes.
hopefully be buffered by then.
Right.
I think the good news is next year it's on a Wednesday. So
Wait. Okay. Well, New Year's Day is on a Wednesday. Yes. 'cause
New
it's
Year's
leap
Day is
year.
on a Wednesday.
So New Year's Eve will be Tuesday night. Yes.
Tuesday.
Oh, that's interesting. I get what you're saying, though, because it would have been our normal show. Oh,
Yeah.
man. We might have to do 2 shows in a row. Possibly that.
Well, if you're going to do a New Year's Day show,
Yes. Right. One New Year's Day show. Absolutely.
I think that means you have to go for the 24-hour episode. You got to do just a marathon.
I thought of that in the past, honestly. Like, what if we did a 24-hour stream one time? I wonder what the record is. Oh, I think we've talked about this one time. I don't remember what it is. For streaming. This was a heck of a surprise and a heck of a nice treat. Thank you, Scorpio. Appreciate it. You guys are a treat for joining us. Maybe the New Year's 2024 was on a Wednesday in a universe where today is Wednesday. Yeah, okay, sure. Different parallel universes their time could work differently than ours.
they might go by their version of the Roman calendar instead of the Greco-Roman calendar.
Yeah, the Julian instead of the Gregorian calendar. Yeah.
Greco-Roman.
24-hour marathon definitely needs at least a couple hours of puppets. Yeah, sure.
Hey man, I got a ventriloquist dummy upstairs.
Do you really?
I'll break. Yeah, I do. I was not a popular kid in high school.
I think that should make you popular, man. Not many people can do that.
Well, Want to come over and see my puppets?
All right. Well, I can see why that wouldn't go well with the ladies, but
It's my pickup line.
you want to come see my wood? All right. All right. That's it, folks. Again, please follow our guest Linktree/roll table for Matt. On YouTube, it's at Renovision and at Sticksboy73 for Charlie. Of course, and this channel, please also, if you haven't, please give a like to this video and subscribe and all the good stuff. Or hit the bell, because we're usually on Wednesday nights, which we will be this Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. And what is that? 7 Pacific is when we start. And Francis joins me every week, and we have different cool guests like these guys. And super-geekedup.com is also where you can go to get all our geeky stuff. Greg says the record, by the way, is around 80 hours. They cheated, though, because they rotated people in and out. I think you would have to, right? I mean, if you're doing 80 hours, you would have to, like, rotate people. I wonder if anyone's done 24 hours straight, though. That'd be interesting. Like,
I would be surprised if they did.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I was up like 36 hours once for finals in college.
Yeah. I watched I think it was like a weekend long improv marathon where it was theoretically one scene because they never like edited the scene. They would just bring new people in and the other people would disappear. And it went on all weekend. I only saw bits and pieces of it.
Basically game. It was just like long form.
It was they just kept doing scenes and they would all like.
Was it live streamed or was it a theater person?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was performing at one of the like offside, like one of the side stages, and I just happened to catch a couple hours of it.
Oh, you mean there was multiple performances going on in different stages?
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah. I played opposite. The guy Norm from Cheers was on the stage. Was on the main stage while I was performing. So that went great. I just got
was on.
Yeah.
Wow.
Apparently,
I was on stage 50 yards from George Wendt.
It was very close.
Necrodius has 2 hand puppets, a monkey and a pink bird. And Tammy, my husband's ventriloquist dummy, sat on a bench facing her bed for years. Oh, so creepy. Yeah.
My wife would literally murder me if I did that. And blame the puppet.
Let's see here. Man, you have enough dedicated followers. It would be so doable. A Guinness record could be great exposure for the show. Oh, thanks, man. You mean if we try to do it? Maybe we'll have to look into that. Nothing creepy there now. They are in the living room. Okay, at least I'm not watching in bed anymore, Tammy. Where do you keep yours? Did she make you, Matt, keep it in their trunk or something?
Oh, it's in a box in the attic. Yeah. It's not allowed.
With a lock.
It's not allowed downstairs.
Let's see here. All right, there we go, folks. Thank you very much. A very happy and geeky New Year to everyone.
Yes.
Hope if you're out anywhere, please be safe getting home. Drive responsibly, all that good stuff.
Call an Uber.
Yes, but if you're already home, like us, just hang out, have a good time, watch.
Have another
call an Uber anyway. Just like chat with them. Be like, hey,
just to say, hey, happy New. How's your New Year going? Oh, this must be a crazy night for Uber and Lyft drivers.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys very much. Happy New Year. Big thanks to Matt and Charlie for coming on last minute here. And
thanks for having us.
Geeking out with us.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll see a bunch of you this Wednesday. I guess technically this is our first show of 2024 because we are in 2024 now. For our second show of 2024.
We meet the Wednesdays.
Yes. All right. Anyway, until next time, folks, stay geeky. We'll see you soon. Bye. Happy New